And yo, what's decent? Yo, I got a crazy battle against my boy Mega, son, so let's get this popping. He's gonna lead up with his Latios. I'm gonna lead up respectively with my Gallade. This is my Mega Evolution, so I don't want it taking a side shock right off the bat, but he switches out into a Slowbro, which is alright for him because I go out into my Heatran, just in case he went for the Draco Meteor and or the side shock. But what I'm gonna decide to do is stay in and go for the Will-O-Wisp, just in case he happens to like go for a Calm Mind. It might benefit me a little bit later on, but he decides to go into Mamoswine, predicting I think my Torterra switch in. So he's gonna go ahead and Freeze Dry, now predicting me to switch out into my Rotom to deal with the Mamoswine. I get Frozen, which is unfortunate, but then I thought that same turn to go for the Rocks. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So now I'm just going to go out into my Rotom right now to goad him into using Freeze Dry, because I have that Hitmonlee set that I was talking about a little earlier on in another video when I wanted to use a Snowball because I thought it was new when it really wasn't. So I switch on to Rotom as he goes to the Rocks, and then now goading him to use his Freeze Dry. I'm just going to go out into Hitmonlee. Now a lot of people said that I should use Hawlucha. Do you guys think that Hawlucha would be able to like live that in an Ice Shard despite Mamoswine being burned? I mean, it's just all you need to do is goad your opponent, provided that he has an Ice type attack, to use an Ice type attack, and then that's it. That's right there. That's a Hitmonlee living a Life Orb Earthquake, by the way. And after I get a bulk up, so I'm actually trying to go for a good game, hoping that his Mega Evolution is his Latios instead of his Slowbro, because if that's the case, then it would just come down to mind games with the Bisharp, and then that'll be it. Like if I win that, that's a clean sweep right there with the damn Hitmonlee in OU. But unfortunately for me, his Mega Evolution is the Slowbro. I'm gonna hit him with a +2 knockoff that does a significant amount of damage before biting the dust, so that's great innovation for you guys to keep in mind right there. I mean, I won't recommend it completely, you know, it's like circumstantial. But then I'm just gonna switch out into my my Rotom right now, and then afterwards go for the Volt Switch as he switches out into his Latios. And I have a creeping suspicion, since I haven't seen like, well, it didn't attack earlier actually, so I don't even know if it's Life Orb and or if it's Choice of some shape or form. So I'm gonna test that theory right now, switching to Greninja, which will goad him to attack, provided that he's Choice Scarf, or if he switches, then that means he's Life Orb. But now he goes for the Draco Meteor on my Heatran switching, which tells me that he's Choice Scarf. So like, oh man, that makes things a lot harder for me now. So Heatran's in play. I'm just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp on the switch out. He goes into Heracross. So I'm thinking like, all right, this is cool. I get a nice little burn on a Moxie Pokemon because I haven't really seen a Guts Heracross in a long period of time. So I'm like, all right, I can just go into Torterra, tank whatever he decides to attack, since Torterra is a physical wall of mine. And I could just go for Rock Tomb, assuming that somebody is going to want to switch out, but he doesn't switch out because he's in fact Guts, and he hits me with that close combat, and it destroys Torterra. Oh my gosh! So I got to switch in my Glade, hoping that it's Assault Vest or something instead of Choice Scarf. So I should be able to live a Guts boosted close combat because of my EV spread, and I gotta test that theory right now because I missed the Zen Headbutt, and I live with 6 hit points because I do have 100 HP investments because I'm not completely offensive, thank God for that. So now I'll go for the Drain Punch just for the off chance that he might switch into his Greninja, and at the same time Heracross has 2 defense drops, so even if the Drain Punch didn't kill off, the burn will kill off, and I was actually hoping for a double down right there. But unfortunately, since I have taken damage early on from the Heracross, I'm not going to be able to live the Dark Pulse like I really wanted to deal with this Greninja. So now hastily I switch into my Rotom, and instead of going for the Will-O-Wisp like I really should have, so I could dwindle down the amount of damage output that his Gunk Shots would do out to my Greninja, and sacrifice Rotom as opposed to sacrificing Greninja like you're about to see me do right now. Since I do have Hidden Power Fire, I knew I wasn't going to outspeed, so I should have just went for the Will-O-Wisp so that I wouldn't take so much damage, and then at the same time I would have Greninja for another attack, and hastily I go for that Hydro Pump also. So I was just like, yo, Greninja has to get out of here because Greninja can actually sweep the rest of my party. That's actually why I wanted for the damage there. I was just like hella scared of it. So now in comes his Latios again. I'm going to switch into my Heatran, which is great, hoping that he doesn't have Surf. He shows me Draco, which is great. So I don't have anything that can deal direct damage output onto the Latios, so I'm just gonna have to rely on the Will-O-Wisp and like Stuff Rocks and stuff like that, because I'm just gonna go for the Roar. I pack Roar, which is great, so he takes I think 13% for the burn, and I'm just going to go for the Roar, and he switches out into Slowbro. That's great also, because now that ensures that if he comes back in, provided that my Heatran is still alive, Earth Power will be enough to finish it off, and his Mega Slowbro, which is very important to him, won't get a chance to go for the rest and or the slack off, and that is so important. Now he goes for the Draco, and the miss is going to influence his next attack, I believe. And also, just because of the way I've been playing it too, I go for the Raw and I have like the Will-O-Wisp. I'm just going to give him the notion that I'm a careful nature set, but I am timid also. He told me that he was a jolly set, but I'm timid, but I'm acting as if I'm a careful nature set with just one attack and stuff, you know. So that's actually why I was able to outspeed a Bisharp to go for the Earth Power and knock it out right there. So now Slowbro comes in and it's just going to die from the Earth Power thanks to 24% of damage that it took earlier on from the Stealth Rock. So now Latias is going to come in, and Latias is not going to be able to finish off the Heatran. And even if it does finish off the Heatran, I do have Rotom in the back wings, and by the time Rotom comes in, presuming that Heatran will bite the dust, Latios will be -4 and or -6 even. So that's a good game right there. I definitely did have a lot of fun. We both did make mistakes, and he made a more crucial one than I did. So if you guys did like this video, please drop a like. If you guys want to see more content like this in the future, please subscribe to me. It's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Peace. What you doing?